Yes. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Ed Sheeran, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, April 21st, goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, yesterday the world was watching when Devil Chauvin was found guilty on all charges, okay? Second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. He's been charged guilty on all charges. Okay, Devil Chauvin is facing 75 years, and I hope he gets every single one. My partner, Andrew Schultz, hit me yesterday and said White Boy Summit is canceled. I'm still waiting to verify that. I'm not white, so I don't get those memos. But nevertheless, never in my life have I seen a police officer get found guilty on all charges for killing a black person. But I also know nothing is going to truly change until there's some real police reform in this country. I don't know if it's the George Floyd Policing Act or what, but something needs to be passed that holds police officers accountable all the time, like they did Devil Chauvin yesterday, okay? Pensions in prisons, that's all officers need to be thinking about when they show up in black communities or when they are interacting with black people. If abolishing qualified immunity is what gets us there, do it! Okay, all I know is when malpractice happens on the job as a police officer, civil suits need to come out of officers' pensions, and they need to know they can go to prisons. Until that happens, nothing truly will change. It's going to be more George Floyds, more Michael Browns, and sadly, like yesterday, more Ma'Khia Bryant's, okay? Police just have a disregard for black life. We see it all the time. They handle white people totally different than they do black people. We've seen white people pull guns and knives on cops, and nothing happens. So we know that police officers understand restraint. They just don't care when it comes to us because they know it's no consequences. They will always justify it. That's why yesterday was just a tiny bit of relief, you know, to finally feel like, man, someone's recognizing what's going on in this country. But as I said, I'm so used to injustice that I don't even know what justice feels like. But I know we won't get close to it until there's some real police reform, which is why I don't understand what the hell the Las Vegas Raiders were doing yesterday when they tweeted out, you know what, let's just go to KLAS CBS 8 for the report, please.
In light of today's verdict in Minneapolis, all the leagues have issued statements. Some NFL teams have also posted on social media in regards to today's event. The Raiders posted this on Twitter this afternoon, and they're absolutely getting crushed on the social platform. There are over 46,000 retweets, 18,000 mentions. Now, speaking with Raiders owner Mark Davis within the hour, he said in no way, shape, or form did he mean any disrespect to the family. He says he's taken this tweet from George's brother, who said the exact same thing this afternoon.
Today, we are able to breathe again because justice for George means freedom for all.
Why do people feel the need to say anything? It's almost like shut the F up isn't on the menu anymore. Do the Las Vegas Raiders understand that George Floyd will never breathe again? Do the Las Vegas Raiders understand yesterday wasn't the end of systemic racism in America? Do the Las Vegas Raiders understand that police brutality and excessive fatal force will continue until there's some proper police reform in place? Look, Las Vegas Raiders, y'all should have just retweeted George Floyd's brother. If y'all like this statement that much, just retweet him, okay? Not to mention, I respectfully disagree with Felonious Floyd, George Floyd's brother. I don't agree that justice for Floyd is freedom for all. It's clearly not when black and brown people are still getting slaughtered at the hands of police. See, my problem with statements like the Las Vegas Raiders saying I can breathe or even saying justice for Floyd means freedom for all, it lets the political establishment in Washington off the hook, okay? There's a great article in Axios, I think I read this morning, and the headline is Derek Chauvin's verdict reduces pressure for police reform. No, it doesn't. Okay, the article says that the unanimous guilty verdict against that devil Chauvin are a huge relief for politicians in Washington, and it seems unlikely they will rush to overhaul the system and implement some type of police reform. Senior Democratic and Republican aides privately told Axios the convictions have lessened pressure for change. No. Yesterday was a one-off as far as I'm concerned. Now, do I hope George Floyd's verdict leads to real liberation, real freedom? Of course. I want it to be a culture-shifting moment in this country. I want the George Floyd Policing Act passed so consequences like this for officers who kill civilians becomes the norm. Sorry, Las Vegas Raiders. The sigh of relief y'all tweeting about? Nah, we don't feel that. In fact, I was trying to find the words to match my feelings yesterday, and all I kept thinking in my mind was, I'm so used to injustice that I don't even know what justice feels like, okay? You know, that's just how I felt, you know. So I had to do what I always do in situations where I'm at a loss for words. I had to look to our ancestors, okay? Malcolm X, all right? Listen to what Malcolm had to say.
I will never say that progress is being made. If you stick a knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. If you pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that's a blow made. And they haven't even begun to pull a knife out, much less try and heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there.
That's what it is. Malcolm's right. The knife is still in us. It was just in us a little deeper. Yesterday it moved a little, just a little. But the knife is still there. Until that knife is pulled all the way out and the wound is treated and healed and something is put in place to where that never happens ever again, none of us can breathe easy. Please let Remy Ma give the Las Vegas Raiders the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.